I am coming to you live from the Clinton Global Initiative, where I'm getting the opportunity to interview the climate commitment makers. It is September 19th, 2022, and I am thrilled to have this conversation with Matt Petersen of LACI. So before we go any further, please tell us a little bit more about yourself and LACI. What brings you here?
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here. I in a previous life was a regular at the Clinton Global Initiative before they paused it, and so glad to be back. In my current role, I'm CEO of the LA Clean Tech Incubator, or LACI, and our mission is to create an inclusive green economy. So we're helping entrepreneurs get access to capital, particularly underrepresented entrepreneurs, helping accelerate progress to key priorities to fight the climate crisis like transportation, electrification, and we're bringing people into the green economy through workforce training and bringing the benefits of the green economy to disadvantaged communities through pilots. So we're really excited to be here and be part of bringing more people into the fight against the climate crisis.
Fantastic. And so you've been with CGI, you're back here, and you are making a commitment, right? So what is that commitment?
Well, we're excited to make this commitment. Before I do that, I'll share a commitment I made at the November 2019 Clinton Foundation Conference to create a clean tech debt fund, which in June we announced and CGI promoted in their newsletter and online. And so we're excited to make this next commitment. But why the first commitment is so important is that it gives access to capital to underrepresented entrepreneurs, removing the barriers by not requiring personal collateral or personal credit scores, helping women and people of color in particular get access to affordable debt financing for their startup to scale their climate solutions. So now we're taking that same approach of how do we scale those climate solutions by focusing on transportation electrification. With e-commerce exploding, we know that goods are being delivered in internal combustion engine vehicles, whether they're vans or trucks or cars, into our communities and adding congestion and pollution to our roads and to our air. So how do we reduce that? So we decided through our transportation electrification partnership to create a zero emissions delivery zone in Santa Monica. And we're replicated it in downtown Los Angeles. Now we're inviting cities across the country in partnership with the climate mayors to identify cities across the country to replicate the zero emissions delivery zone, working with the public and private sector to really accelerate progress to getting zero emission electric vans on the road, e-bikes, and other forms of delivery to reduce the carbon footprint of our e-commerce economy.
So you're saying electrification of transportation is within our grasp?
It's here. I mean, Governor Newsom just signed, signed laws that are going to help accelerate clean energy and carbon neutrality in California. Had said we're going to ban the internal combustion engine by 2035. Our transportation electrification partnership, which involves the mayor of Los Angeles, private companies like Audi and BMW, utilities, said we're going to have 80% of the cars sold in LA County to be electric by 2028 when the Olympics arrive in Los Angeles. So LA is going to lead the way.
Amazing. I love that. So it is here, which makes me think about your answer to the next question, but I don't want to be presumptuous, but does that mean we're going to actually overcome this climate crisis?
Well, yeah, greenhouse gas emissions are in the air for a long time, and so how do we not just survive as a species, as humanity, but how do we make sure that everyone can thrive, not just in Los Angeles, but around the globe? And our most disadvantaged communities need the most help getting access, of course, to transit and clean transportation like zero-emission vehicles. But we need to make sure everybody's prepared. So the short answer to your question is yes, we have a lot of work to do, but if we put our shoulder against the wheel and work with the public and private sector, community-based organizations, frontline communities, we can do it.
Well, it's exactly this type of collaboration that we need, right? And the whole point of the We Don't Have Time platform and this partnership with Clinton Global Initiative is to really connect different stakeholders and actors in this space and help accelerate these solutions. And we love to give love. We love to actually show appreciation for those that are really making an effort to tackle the climate crisis. And we call it climate love appropriately. And it's in the form of this green heart here today that I would ask you, Matt, to think through who would you like to send some climate love to? Who from in your ecosystem do you really think is doing a fantastic job? And we, from We Don't Have Time, will be sure to shout them out.
Well, this reminds me of a show I used to work called The Romper Room, we used to watch as a kid. But I'm going to send my climate love, well, I could send it to Senator Lena Gonzalez, who authored the legislation, SB 1251, that's going to create the first zero-emissions vehicle advocate in the country in California. But I don't want to just stop at Senator Gonzalez. I want to include, of course, Governor Newsom, who signed that bill, and our partners at Charger Help, one of our clean tech startups that we incubate, Camille and Yvette, who are out there making sure all those chargers work in every community so that when you charge your car, you can do it. All right, climate love.
Amazing. Love that. Thank you for sharing that climate love. Appreciate you, Matt. Thank you for being
Thanks
here.
for having me.